Well, today on TF Hot Rods, I think we're going to fill this hole. I think I might regret saying that because I know I'm going to forget something. So let's get going. Okay, now that we got all the sound ender and heat shielding put in, I think we're going to go ahead and drop the motor in. I know I'm going to regret it because I forgot to put something together, but I guess we'll find that out when we get to it. So I'm going to put you guys back. Let's get the motor dropped in, get it bolted in, and start dressing it up. Okay, so this is one of those issues you run into when you're at the 11th hour. Here on Project Fall Truck, we have about just under 30 hours until this truck moves into Detroit Autorama. And we were taking and running the air conditioning lines, and we put the fitting on the dryer. Well, we ran into a little issue here. So this is the line coming off the dryer. See the problem? But I think we can fix it. Well, I think we got it. I think that'll work. Back to making hoses. When you guys are making these AC lines like this, once you get them all mocked into place, make sure you take a paint pen and mark the crimp ring to the hose. Because these are not swivel fittings on air conditioning, and if you clock those wrong and crimp them, especially if you have to go somewhere and have somebody crimp them for you, if they're not clocked right, you will have an issue. And actually, I just noticed here, from moving this around, this fitting spun on us. But I think that's actually where we want it, because we're going to put a clamp right up into these two apron mounting holes with a cushion clamp. So I think once that's in place, that'll be where we want. So let's go over to the bench, we'll get them crimped up. And we got to make sure our line is marked, our line is lined up, and make sure that the crimp is all the way into the fitting. Close our crimper. Now we got a nice even crimp. Okay, it's currently about 3:30 Wednesday morning. Decided to go ahead and call it a night for the night, get a couple hours of rest before we come back in the morning. We are one ground wire away from being able to bump the motor over and fire up all the electronics. And then other than that, just got to put the fuel tank in it to be able to start it. Once we can bump it over, we got to set the base timing on the distributor. And then once that's done, throw the plug wires on it, cooling system, wire the electric fans, and from there just kind of start putting final pieces on. Headlight bucket's got to go back in it. Turn signal's got to be installed and wired. Bumper, glove box, carpet. So the bed floor's still got to be installed, but we're getting close on time, but we'll get it done. So we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna go get a couple hours of sleep, and we will be back on Project Fall Truck probably early in the morning. Probably gonna come in about 5 or 6 and get back to it. We're about 26 hours from moving right now. So, but it'll be done. And anybody that wants to come see it, we will be at Detroit Autorama March 1st through 3rd at the old Cobo Center in Detroit. So come down and see us. We'll be there all weekend.